Hey loves, welcome back to Day Spills Tea. I, of course, am the lovely Day. I know it's been a while, but we ain't got to talk about all that. I just been whatever. I want to talk today about Jonathan Majors and how this man is innocent and how this woman is trying to completely ruin his life and his career and how the media is just going along with it and pretending like they don't know that sometimes women lie. Now, as a woman, I certainly do not want people to assume that women lie when they say that they are abused or that they're being mistreated or anything like that. But also, as a woman, as a human being, as a mother of sons, I also can't let it be the norm that we don't give a man his day in court before we write him off. And then when he has his day in court and the evidence is showing that the man is innocent, that we just still say, yeah. Well, some other people said that he was mean and he was aggressive and he was a jerk in college. Like, come on. So really, I only really wanted to make this video to vent because I feel like it's the only thing that I can do. I've been watching the trial closely, reading all the tweets and all of that from people who are reporting from inside the courtroom. This time we weren't afforded the luxury of being able to have cameras in the courtroom, so I couldn't actually watch like I watched the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case. But it was the same thing then. The media was painting this picture that Johnny was a monster. Even when they reported what was actually happening in the courtroom, they left out the pieces that supported Amber's case. And we're all watching it at home like that ain't what it was. Anyways, my biggest gripe, and I know this video is everywhere and it's been forever, and then for me to come and give y'all this disorganized video, I'm so sorry, but I just have to get this off my chest. For black media to not give a damn and to continue just reading off whatever their producers hand them is so lazy and so irresponsible, in my opinion. The Breakfast Club, they had what's her name, Lauren LaRosa or something like that. Sweet girl, I like her. She's no Jess, but I like her. She didn't like fully research when she discussed the Jonathan Majors issue, and they just kind of went along with it. And so y'all continue to paint the narrative that this man harmed this woman when there is absolutely no proof of that. Then one of my favorite YouTube shows is TGIF over on Fox Soul. They just pissed me all the way off. Like, Funky Dineva or Quentin is probably my favorite YouTuber of all time, or it used to be, and I guess he don't really even do YouTube much. He might make a video twice a year. But for y'all to just write this man off and they saying, yeah, well, everybody already came out and said that he be doing the stuff. No, they didn't. You had a couple of chicks who came out and said that he was mean and all of this and stuff, that he had an attitude and all of that and everything in college. That does not make him guilty of this crime. It does not. It is very evident that this man did not do anything to this woman. And then now, once the videos were released of this, I'm trying not to call her a nutcase because I don't want to be disrespectful. But once the videos were released of this woman chasing this man down, don't even start with the chasing. How about the part where before he could even run, he had to yank away from her because she is gripping him up. Okay? So he had to yank away from her and run away from her. And this person chased him down, what they say, 5 New York City blocks in heels. But she's claiming she was abused. How about the fact that now that this has been released, where some news outlets, even the larger ones like CBS and stuff like that, some of them are kind of changing their tune because they realize which way this is going. But y'all sat over there on TGIF and just said y'all tired of hearing about it. How can you be tired of hearing about it when the man is still fighting for his life and his career? What if it were you? That's not cool. That's not cool at all. How do you turn your back on him just because there was some hearsay? None of these other so-called victims who claim that they're coming from his past, they ain't pressing charges. They ain't filed no suits. Why? Because even when it comes to this whole Diddy and Cassie thing, people are filing suits. They not playing. But ain't no suits been filed against Jonathan Majors. This woman was upset because her privilege had run out and he said he was leaving. She texted him 32 plus times after he said he was leaving. Then she decided to pretend to unalive herself And when that didn't work and that didn't win him back, she apparently decided to go with the narrative that he beat me up after she had her wild night of partying and all of that. Let's not even mention the fact that from day one of this trial, she testified herself out of her own mouth on the stand that she was hitting him in the back of the car. She testified that she snatched his phone from him. Now, I'm no attorney, but I believe that there's some sort of law about self-defense where if someone takes your property from you, you have a right to use non-lethal force to retrieve it. If someone snatches my bag on the street, I have a right to try to fight for my bag. Does Jonathan not have a right to try to fight for his phone? Not that he did. Because according to the prosecution's witness, which was the driver, Jonathan never hit that woman. That she was the one doing everything is what he said. His quote was that he was doing nothing, she was doing everything. Then in the closing arguments yesterday, the prosecution says that the one witness was tainted and unreliable. He was your witness. Anyways, court resumes today. I think they said at 2:15 because one of the jurors had a pre-scheduled event or something like that. I think like a funeral, memorial, something like that. Anyway, so court resumes today at about 2:15 where the jury is supposed to continue deliberating. And we should have a decision later this afternoon. I am praying that this man is found innocent because it sounds like he is innocent. And I hope with all my heart and soul that once he is found innocent, that he files a civil suit against this lady. And I don't care that she's white. I don't care that he's a black man dating a white woman. I don't care nothing about that. I care that he is a man who worked hard for his career. And for you to try to snatch it because you are emotionally immature is just nasty. And for our black media not to do their due diligence, not to do any research and just read whatever production hands them is irresponsible, and I don't respect it. And I also hope that once he's found innocent, that charges are filed against the NYPD who, or at least those officers, I shouldn't say the entire department, but they had no reason to believe that he had assaulted that woman, and they chose to go with that narrative and arrest this man. Now, they showed some text messages. Those text messages suck. They sound crazy, but they prove nothing. They're saying something about what really happened, and he doesn't want her to go to the hospital. Now, we've seen that she is physically aggressive. She has testified that she is physically aggressive. In those text messages, which were from months prior, okay, let me go back. The text messages where he's telling her not to go to the hospital were from September before this March incident. She testified on the stand that before this March incident, he had never put hands on her. So that's one reason for you not to assume that those text messages mean that he abused her, okay? Another reason is those text messages at the end, he says when it was, and it's all fake. We don't know what happened. They could have been being wild, doing some BDSM type crap, and she got injured, and he knows if she go to the hospital, he's going to get blamed. She could have become physically aggressive with him, and he defended himself or restrained her, and she got injured, because we see that we've already learned that she's physically aggressive. Anything could have happened. Those text messages don't prove anything. They don't. There's no reason for us to believe that this man is guilty. And if he was so worried about her going to the hospital and involving police then, if he beat her up that night, why would he call the police? That doesn't make sense. He legit called the police because she was texting him that she was going to unalive herself. He called the police because he was concerned for her safety and for her life. And his worst fear, as the defense put it in their closing arguments, was realized that when a black man calls the police, he's almost automatically in danger. And that sucks. Media, black media, do better. Anyways, thanks for watching the probably 10 or 15 or maybe 20 on a good day that might watch this video, since I haven't posted in forever. But again, I just needed to get this off my chest. I don't know what y'all been doing. I hope everybody has been well. I have not been making videos on reality TV because I haven't really been watching anything but Married to Medicine and Salt Lake. I don't like none of them hoes on Potomac. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called them that. I don't like nobody on Potomac except for Karen. And I don't like Karen enough to stomach all the rest of them. I can't do it. I try watching several times. I can't do it. Anyways, so what I've been watching mostly is stuff on YouTube. I've been watching just, whatever. But the Bravo shows, they're not no good no more. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Bye.